Here at FiTech, we are committed to great customer service, and that extends into RMA testing at our facility with FiTech EFI systems. Today I'm going to go over what we do to test one of our throttle body EFI systems and how extensive our testing is to find the issues that they come in with. When you work with our tech support team, they're going to ask you some questions before you send the system in. This includes the issues that you're having with the product, and then you're going to obtain an RMA number. We're going to use that RMA number to address back to exactly what's going on with your system and test specifically to it. However, when we get the system in, every single one does this first initial check. Let's check it out. The first thing that we do is we install our throttle body system onto a base plate and hook up all the wiring connections, including the O2 sensor and the coolant temperature sensor. At this point, I have a hose, it's just compressed air, that I'm going to turn on, check our pressure, and then I'm going to watch it over time. When we're watching it over time, we're making sure that there's no fuel leaks that would be present prior to hooking it up. Then we're going to turn on the EFI system. We got a click of the injectors. That's a good sign that we know that the computer is turning on. And then we're going to go into our handheld. We got data values. Then the next thing that we're going to do is we're just going to fire off the RPM, which we have an RPM generator, and we're just going to see if the injectors fire. So there it is, our injectors are firing. Looked like there is some residual fuel in the system that we've just flushed out from having that fuel pressure up. So we got our fuel pressure. The next thing that I'm going to check is I'm going to turn on our fuel pump, and our fuel pump's running. So I know our fuel pump circuit's good. Next, I have our oxygen sensor in. I'm going to check our oxygen sensor, make sure it's reading dead lean since it's just in atmosphere. So it's 20.6. So I know that the sensor is turned on and it's working. The other one that I'm going to do is I'm going to check coolant temp. Our coolant temperature sensor's in the back. You probably can't see it, but it's reading basically what the weather is today. So we know that that one's working for us. So from here, I'll rock the throttle. I'll listen to the injectors. I hear the throttle moving. The injector pulse width was getting bigger. I could hear that. So I know that the TPS is working. I could also go down and I could slowly open the throttle and check the TPS position over time and make sure that it works all the way up to 100%. Everything seems to be working here, so now I'm going to turn off RPM and I'm going to turn off key and I'm going to check for the save sequence. So that was a quick rundown of what we do on the throttle body when we first hook it up. We're making sure all the injectors fire, which we saw. If one of these barrels didn't have any air flowing through it or we weren't hearing that injector fire, we would dig in deeper, possibly pull off an end cap and replace that injector. If we had an issue with the ECU or something, we would expect something like when we keyed on, nothing would happen, or the injectors wouldn't fire, or we would have a circuit issue with one of the components on it. This is also another thing that we like to do is we go through the cable. If something's not working, we'll check through the sheathing and make sure that there's not a broken wire involved with it or a pushback pin in a connector. So everything's passed on the bench here. So our next step is to pull the system off and take it over to an actual engine. So here we are, hooked up our throttle body EFI system on our engine. It's nothing more than a small block Chevy. We have multiple engines with different fuel delivery setups. This one being with the force fuel system, so it's a single line in. Other ones have a full looping system. Some of them even have a timing control setup where we have a 2-wire distributor and a CDI box, so we can test a bunch of different things. This one even has the fuel rails in it, so we can do ultra port testing. So we kind of have an application that allows us to do everything. But in this application, we're hooked up. We're gonna power on, we're gonna key on, and turn our pump on, and we're gonna check for any fuel leaks. That's the first thing. We're gonna go around, we're gonna look at it, we're gonna make sure there's no leaks. From there, we're just gonna load the software back to a stock default. That stock default V8 engine setup is basically for a ZZ4 crate motor, which this basically is. So we're gonna load that in. So now that the software is loaded, we're gonna key on, we're gonna start the engine, and we're gonna basically check all of the parameters that we did before in on the bench test, but we're gonna see it live on the engine through the handheld and make sure that our air-fuel ratios are trimming, make sure the electric fans are turning on, make sure that the idle air motor is working. So we're going to go through and just allow the engine to run and check all these things. So there you have it. We ran the system up on our engine, made sure that there's no issues. In a lot of cases, we find our issues on the test bench. Sometimes we got to move it over to the engine to find our issues that are wrong with the system. However, every single system, whatever is found that is repaired, once we're done, it'll ultimately end up on this engine and ran prior to any system going back out and back to you. So that's everything that we do with a throttle body type EFI system when you send it in under an RMA. All FiTech EFI systems are held to a 3-year warranty to provide you that comfort that every system's going to operate for years to come. If you ever do come into an issue, contact our tech support team. They'll run you through some checks over the phone or through email to make sure that you need to send the system in under a RMA. But if you do find yourself sending that system in, this is the process that we do. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions on the subject that we covered today, please comment them down below. See you next week.